Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing a Minotaur Berserker of Trog, and we just finished up Vaults 4. We're on Vaults 3 now, but that's because we ran away from like a Sentinel's Mark created by an alarm trap. And it looks like for some reason I have a message. I don't know. I noticed when I logged in that it said like, hey, you got a message. I'm not sure what that's about. It's not, like I know the guy who runs this bot, but I don't see any reason why I would be getting this message. I don't know when I would get it. Whatever, it's just dumb, is my opinion. So that all happened, and now it's about time to go into depths, which I think means it's time to commit to a real, actual weapon and not this quarterstaff. I suppose what we should do is first look for staff. Okay, so there's no like better. I'm a little surprised, by the way, that Lagitangs don't show up on a search for staff. But anyway, there's no better Lagitang to get right now. So let's just go grab our Scroll of Enchant Weapon, read it on our weapon, and swap. Yes. And let's just drop M. We're done with it now. Training wise, still going fine. I'm glad our evasion is finally back up to 20. That's like respectable. And I think we're just heading to, well, I was going to say depths, but I always forget about elf. Like, elf is probably pretty good. What would I be looking for if I went to elf? I mean, not a lot. Pretty much everything is excellent. Scrolls of recharging would be nice. Maybe better gloves or hat. Like gloves of dexterity or gloves of strength would be nice. More heal wounds. Oh no, we have a lot now all of a sudden with that wand, huh? I don't know. Elf should be fine, so like why not, right? I guess that's my plan. Depths is just a scary place, and I don't mind putting it off. Elf can be scary, but especially with Trog's Hand, it's usually not that bad. Let me take books off of auto pickup. Oh, I can't just search for book because then it toggles everything. I only want to turn off. Oh, actually, I do want to turn them all off. There you go. Cool. Don't pick up any books. I was thinking that it would toggle all books so that, like, because when you're playing a spellcaster kind of character, the books that you've already seen are not on auto pickup, and the books you have seen are on auto pickup. And so if you were to toggle all of them, you'd end up with don't pick up unknown books, but do pick up books I've already seen, which is like not a useful setting. And so I'm sort of trained to not do that. Evocations is getting up there. That's nice. But since we've never actually picked up any of these books, they're all off on auto pickup still. So I guess we did pick them up, but since we're Trog, we always want to throw them, and it doesn't matter what's in them. Whatever. At any rate, it turned out fine. It's a shame to not have Vamp anymore, but instead we have more damage, so that's nice. More gloves, as anticipated, but they are not magical gloves. They're not actually interesting. Confuse? How dare you? Come get me. Yeah, one Deep Elf Archer, no problem. I was going to say, I didn't think they have Confuse. Yeah, he had a Wand of Confusion. I was like, oh, how did I never notice that Deep Elf Archers have can cast Confuse? And it's like, well, because they can't do that. Yeah, we'll just step back here. This should be an okay spot to fight. I'll turn on Trog's Hand just in case, because we've got a fair bit of work to do here. Got some strength, that's nice. 31 is getting up there. I definitely want to put the rest of my points into Dex, I think. I mean, and keep in mind, of course, though, that some of this is because of our Ring of the Fool. Our actual strength is only 25, which doesn't feel quite so excessive to me. Is there like a demonologist around or something? The mage must be summoning these guys, I guess. We got a new Lachitang. Just in time, Trog. I just committed my Scrolls of Enchant or weapon. This guy. I need to kill this elf, please. Trog's hand again, I guess. Alright, finally got in there. I'm not sure if that was the one who's summoning demons, but since I don't see any demons, I'm guessing yes. Alright, there they go. Alright, what's this Logitang all about, Trog? Is it really that exciting? I guess we'll see. Okay, it's an improvement, but... yeah, get that ring back. And wield my weapon again. I mean, anti-magic is quite good, but electric is also pretty good. And we're not planning, like, I don't really... Yes, keep eating. Yes? Yes? I had to hit yes so many times. Anyway, I don't typically plan to go extended, and I don't see why this game would be any different. And that's sort of where anti-magic sees the most value. It's, even in the normal endgame, it's good. Like, Vaults, not Vaults 5, but Zot 5. And it's not bad in Vaults 5 either, but I meant Zot 5. Disabling Orbs of Fire and Ancient Liches is real nice. But it sees a lot more value in the extended game when you're, like, fighting all these demons who have amazing powers, and you're just like, no, you can't use that. I don't think I need any of this, right? Yeah, it all looks useless. The Amulet of Dismissal is cool, but I'm happy enough with Faith. Oh yeah, and especially this character doesn't want Dismissal. That's more of like a mage thing. I don't know, like Dismissal is fine, but it just like, the more of a melee dude you are, the more of an annoyance it is. You know what, let's just dig a little hole here, because I don't want to deal with... No, you know what, forget it. Let's just tap them. We don't need to waste any wand charges on this junk. Is this invisible thing like a summon, or is it an elf knight or something? Let's just kill all the elves and see if he's still there. He's still there. Alright. It was an elf knight. I think knights are the only ones who like go invisible. Maybe I'm wrong. We could consider doing Hall of Blades, I guess, but we already have a +6 electric Logitang. Like, what could we find that would be an improvement, right? A bigger electric Logitang, or a big anti-magic Logitang, maybe? Donald, and he has Might and Haste now, so he's a bit more dangerous than I'm used to. So we'll just back up and put on a couple buffs. Probably just Trog's stuff, right? Pass a couple turns to let him get nearby. Trog's hand, Trog Bros. A Berserk Stone Giant is pretty good. Yeah, that did it. Thanks. What? My Stone Giant smiles happily. Yeah. Every so often their Berserk runs off before they get unsummoned, and then they're just like slowed allies, and you're like, you don't really expect them to... I don't know. They feel like they should always be angry because they come from Trog. I wonder if that's like a thing that's done on purpose, making them wear off, or if it's an accident or what. I don't know. It could be a thing to fix. To just give them permanent Berserk. Like, what happens with Trog's Wrath summons, I wonder? Does their Berserk ever run out? Like, if you abandon Trog and he sends things after you, does their Berserk run out? Because they're permanent enemies, almost for certain. It would be very strange to me if they weren't. Not that I've looked recently, but it just wouldn't make much sense to me if they disappeared over time. So, and it seems weird to me if, like, their Berserk wears off, so Does that mean that they're like permanently berserk? That would be a pretty strong ability, of course. Let's drop the stones. They're not really doing anything anymore. Let's drop that one. The Rond of Random Effects, says Elmer Fudd. Kind of. Not really. Can we, like, yeah, there we go. Kill the mage and then this guy. I'd like to be undrained, please, if that is all right. Obviously, like, this moat is around the elf end vault here, so we want to explore carefully. And might as well leave that for last so that if we do run into some trouble, as many places as possible are safe teleport landing areas. Usually, like, you just kill hole the end vault and it's not a big deal, but things can go wrong and it's nice to be prepared. Crawl is a good game for Boy Scouts, right? Always be prepared. Good motto. I don't know what the Girl Scout motto is. I probably used to because my sisters were Girl Scouts. I don't know. It was like more about like being kind to others, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's more up here, I guess. Well, not much. And this just goes out to there, I assume. Yeah. Okay, but we can get in here. All right. Come get me, hand axe. There's a lot of elves. I mean, that's sort of what you... I'm getting like some lag here. It's not very nice. I mean, not enough that it's super disruptive, but it's not nice. Oh, that reminds me. We could go buy like the Lamp of Fire and the Phial of Floods at some point if we wanted now. And there's some might and agility we could buy. I don't think there's any rush to do that right this very moment, so I'll not do it yet. All right, that's most of the floor. All we've got left is the real deal, right? I've done kill holes in like this area before, and it's worked pretty well. I think I'll do that again. So let's dig a kill hole like that. There we go. And once I did this, and a Deep Elf Blade Master chased me in and then quaffed a potion of Berserk Rage. And it was like, oh my gosh, I got out of there as fast as I could. It was like, oh no, I am trapped. I think I used Disintegration to dig back out. And then I like blinked away from him or something. It was pretty... I don't know why I didn't just teleport now. Thinking about it, teleport seems like the obvious answer. But it's not what I did. Ugh. I'm gonna have to go in. I hate the... Yeah. The water here. I thought this was the one where like I thought I would be able to fight like here. But it seems like it's gonna be pretty hard to do that. We could look up the vault file real quick to see if there's a space to dig a kill hole here, but I imagine there's not, right? This stone wall surely extends out to like here or something. We could put on our Ring of Flight to make this water less of an issue, but I'd rather just like not be in the water at all. Right, come in like this, chop them up. Yeah, so there's going to be a bunch of elves like around here, and because of the deep water, they don't know how to get here. So my experience has been that actually, like clouds are a great way to deal with all these elves because they're sort of trapped, right? It's sort of like it's shooting fish in a barrel in a way. Seems a bit unkind. Yikes. This rod at 9 charges is like not that good. I'm used to having being able to cast the thing at least twice out of it. Maybe I should use a scroll of recharging on it. Probably I should, in fact. If I back off, the clouds will disappear, and that will defeat the whole point, which was to get these guys to be killed real quick. Let's go ahead and recharge it. Let's read. Recharging is on 3, right? Yes, 3 on B. This is way too many demonologists. Let's pester these guys first. Negative energy is a good one. And I kind of want to stick around until they die. Obviously, there are some issues with that plan. Let's get a Trog's Hand in here real quick, because we are a bit low on health. And we don't want to get paralyzed as well. This is, wow, a lot of elves. I think I may be getting a little in over my head here. Let's haste. Should have done that before Trog's Hand, probably. Yeah, this is a terrible plan. I got greedy. Teleport? Yeah. I was really, really hoping I could get these guys to die. They're so close to dying, you know? And so are these guys. Man. But if I stand here, I could, like, literally die this turn. That is a thing that could happen to me. Like, we're gonna kill 4 elves this turn. I think I'm just gonna Cloth Curing. We're gonna play with fire a little bit here. They didn't die at all. Let's use a Wand of Acid on the guys in front of me. That's one down. Oh, they tormented me as well. This is so dumb. What am I even doing? Should I just blink away? Oh, geez, they got resurrected even. Yikes. This is why you'd never do a frontal assault on Elf, no matter how strong you think you are. It's just dumb. I should have been pulling the back, but like that's the thing. This deep water makes it real hard to do that, you know? It's a good vault, I think. It makes the player confront the enemies in a way that they don't really want to. Hey. So we could try to like nail a bunch of these guys with an Ice Blast, maybe? But I think we absolutely must back off first. Okay. Now the stuff inside of me is not like... I guess there's still kind of a problem. But it would be nice if I could to get a kill here. Or several. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, killed all 4 of them. That's a big help. And we're about to teleport. So let's not chase down any more kills, right? Oh, actually, these guys are all almost dead, although I'm not sure how. So let's just pop them with another Ice Blast. Yeah, that's one more down. And let's do another, sure. I don't like these death mages. It would be nice to take them out. Ugh. Well, they got ghosted. But okay, we killed a few more of them and we got out alive. I'll have to, you know, settle for what I can get, I suppose. I don't appreciate lightning bolts, by the way. Or whatever that was. Maybe it was a bolt of fire, but it looked like a lightning bolt. Okay, so that was not the best attack on elf I've ever made. On the plus side, this has sort of unleashed them all into the world. Let's just step adjacent to the demonologist so that the Hellions won't damnation us. Will they not damn us? I don't know. It seems like damnation is sort of the noun form of the verb damn. And if we want to just say verb damn, maybe we should just say it. I don't know. Sort of mixing real world etymology with crawl etymology is maybe not a fruitful endeavor. All right, now that they're out, it's hopefully not as bad. Did I ever end up using a sack of spiders? I was thinking of using a sack of spiders, but I don't think I actually did. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know. They're not so bad when they get out of their fortress, I guess. It's kind of the opposite of what you as a player want to do with kill holing. They want to increase the number of. I guess it's the same thing in a sense, right? Whether you're a good guy, whether you're the player or a monster, you want to maximize the ratio of friendlies to unfriendlies. And the difference is just that for monsters, friendly means monster and unfriendly means player. And so, like, the elf vaults are all set up to be basically the opposite of a kill hole where possible. They force you to be out in the open somehow or other. This one does it, I think, more effectively because it uses all this water. And in particular, of the deep water is it prevents you from getting into melee range with the elves at all. Let's put this on and just fly over there. What? That's a sick blink, bro. Nice work. This is already too many elves, so I need to be a little careful here. At least try and keep them in melee range. Okay, this is fine, though. Let's get out of here. Pretty cool. Oh, what was this? The Necklace of Bloodlust, huh? Yeah, probably not. We've got the ability to go berserk whenever we want, and we don't want our int to be 1, so definitely looking like not a keep. You know, the slay is nice, of course, but not even close to being worth the downsides. What do we got? More boxes of beasts. A manual, a new Lodgetang. Here you go, Trog. Manual of short blades. Wait, wasn't there a Lodgetang somewhere? Hello? Am I just crazy? I saw it. Oh, it's around the corner. Interesting. We'll just use an identify on it. It has blink on it, but kind of funny that's Lodgetang of Pyromania with freezing brand and negative fire resistance. Unapropos Randarts there. Definitely got a name that does not fit well with what it does. Oh my goodness, there's still a lot of elves in here. Let's get out the Rod of Clouds. Like that? Poison is fine. try to kill off the Death Mage while we can. You know, let's just Berserk. Alright, what's in here that we want? A ton of books? Get out of here. 6 books. Trog is thrilled, of course. Was there really nothing in there that we wanted? I guess. No, that was the Logitang that just showed up in the scroll back. I saw an artifact. I was like, what was that? But no, it was the Logitang we already looked at. Not really. Nothing here we want, huh? That's too bad. Did we end up finding anything? No armor upgrades. No jewelry upgrades. We found the Ring of Flight, I think, in Elf, maybe. And then we found that in the Swamp. Bleh. And I guess, I don't know, we probably found some potions? And some more evocables, I guess. So we've got a bigger stack of Sacks of Spiders now. Alright, not an inspiring pile of loot, really, but, you know, take what you can get, I suppose. Really, we probably lost... Well, I don't know. What did I really use up in consumables, right? I used like a few zaps of digging or disintegration, which ended up not mattering. I used up a haste or 2 and a teleport. Like, it's fine. We're still in fine shape to do depths, I think. But it would have been nice to find an upgrade. Oh well. That's the end of this episode, though. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.